Ghostly legends.
Every night as I lay in bed, I feel the fear grip my heart. I know that sleep will take me away, pulling me down into the depths of hell. You see, every time I fall asleep, I am transported to the afterlife, to a place of eternal torment and suffering. And every time I am alone. I have no community, no support, no one to turn to. The demons torment me, the screams of the damned echo in my ears, and I feel myself slipping away into madness. The effects of these nightly journeys are not just confined to the underworld. They seep into my waking life as well, leaving me exhausted and drained. I struggle to function during the day, often nodding off at my desk or in the middle of conversations. My mind is foggy, my thoughts jumbled, and I find it hard to focus on anything for long. I've tried every remedy and treatment imaginable, from sleeping pills to meditation, but nothing seems to help. The only thing that seems to await me is endless torture and suffering. And yet, even in the midst of this darkness, I remembered the stories of the Bible, of those who had faced impossible odds and emerged victorious. But I couldn't find the strength to hope for myself. In my desperation, I cried out to God, begging for mercy and relief. But the only answer that came was silence. I began to believe that I was truly alone, abandoned by God and left to suffer in this eternal nightmare. But the effects of these nightly journeys are not just confined to the underworld. They seep into my waking life as well, haunting me with their memories and leaving me exhausted and drained. I can't help but feel the weight of the nightmare that follows me every night. The faces of the damned, the sound of their screams, the stench of sulfur and brimstone. It all feels so real, so tangible, that I can't shake it off. Tonight, like every single night since I turned 21, I have found myself in a vast cavern filled with a sea of writhing bodies, all screaming in agony. The stench of sulfur and brimstone filled the air, and the heat was suffocating. I knew that I was in hell yet again, the so-called biblical realm of eternal torment. I looked around, trying to find a way out, but the walls of the cavern stretched up into the darkness, and there was no visible exit. As I walked through the throngs of the damned, I saw horrific sights that I cannot even begin to describe. Demons with twisted, grotesque faces tormented the souls, tearing off limbs and feasting on the flesh. In one corner of the cavern, I saw a man chained to a rock, his flesh burned and blackened from the flames that licked at his body. He cried out in agony, begging for mercy that would never come. I felt a presence behind me, and I turned to see a massive figure towering over me. It was Satan himself, his skin black as pitch and his eyes burning with a malevolent light. "You are ours now," he growled, his voice echoing through the cavern. "You will never leave this place." I knew that I had to find a way out, but the heat and the stench were overwhelming. I stumbled through the cavern, desperate to escape the torment. As I walked, I saw a group of souls huddled together praying for deliverance. They saw me and beckoned me over, telling me that they had found a way out. Together, we made our way through the twisting tunnels of hell, fighting off the demons that barred our way. It was a harrowing journey, filled with darkness and despair. And then I opened my eyes to the blinding light of day. Relief flooded through me as I realized I was back in the familiar world. But as I sat up on my bed and rubbed my eyes, my heart sank as I remembered that the cycle would begin again when I fall asleep tonight. Every night, I am trapped in the same hellish nightmare, alone and without hope. I keep fighting, keep hoping for a way out, even as I accept that this may be my eternal fate. Who knows, maybe one day I will find a way to break free from this cycle, to emerge into the light of day and never have to return to the darkness of hell.